Greetings, gents. I'm Geofatboy for Shave Nation Shaving Supplies, shavenation.com. You probably know, if you shave with a straight razor, that you should strop your razor prior to every shave. That stropping before every shave will keep your razor sharp enough for several weeks or months, depending on how often you shave with your straight razor. You will reach a point, though, where the strop no longer gets it sharp enough to perform a smooth shave. At that point in time, you need to go to a water stone and perform a refresh or a touch-up on your razor. So what I'll do right now is I'll demonstrate how to perform that refresh or that touch-up on several different water stones so that you can restore the edge to your razor and once again enjoy your shaves with your straight razor. Come on, let's get to work. Before you get started, you want to get yourself set up. What I like to do is take a large trash bag and put it across the table and lay everything on top. That way when the water drips down, it won't damage the table beneath it. I also have this large Rubbermaid container that I normally store all my water stones in and the related accessories that go with them. When it's time to do my refresh or my touch-up on the straight razor, I take everything out and I fill this with water, just about a quarter of the way up. I'll demonstrate the refresh or the touch-up on several different stones. That way, hopefully you have one of these and you can refresh your razor with it. This is a Naniwa 12,000 grit water stone. This is a Norton 4,000, 8,000 grit combo water stone. This is a Norton 220, 1,000 grit water stone. This you would use if your razor was in pretty bad shape and needed total restoration. This is a Norton flattening stone. You would use this to keep all of the other stones flat so that the blade contacts the stone properly and completely. I'll show you how to use this flattening stone later in the video. Stay tuned, we'll flatten some stones later on. Many chefs use these very same stones to sharpen their kitchen knives. They sharpen their knives nearly daily because they get so much use that they require much more sharpening. When working with water stones, you want to always go from the lower grit to the higher grit. The lower the grit, the rougher the surface of the stone will be. The higher the grit, the smoother the surface of the stone will be. If you need a total restore of a razor, you'd likely want to start with the 220 grit and then work your way up to the 1,000 grit and further up to the 4,000 grit and then to the 8,000 grit. And if you had a Naniwa 12,000 grit stone, you can perform the final polish on this stone. Drop your stones in the water. Make sure they're fully immersed in the water. You might see there are some bubbles that are coming up from the stone. I generally let the stones sit in the water for about 10 minutes. When you see the bubbles stop coming to the top, you'll know that the stones are fully saturated and you're ready to go. The Norton stones come with this handy case where you can store the stone in and keep it protected while not in use. Remove it from the case, close it, and it's got nice rubber feet on the bottom and drainage holes. If the water drips in, it'll leak out. You'll take your stone and just place it on the stand, and then you're ready to go. Some people like to use a spray bottle, but I prefer this squirt bottle as it gets the water directly on the stone and spray isn't flying everywhere. So you will squirt the water on the stone and feel across the entire length of the stone with your finger just to ensure that there are no debris or anything on there that can adversely affect your edge of your straight razor. You want it to be nice and smooth. You'll take your straight razor, open it fully, and lay it flat on the stone. Use your thumb and forefinger on this side to ensure that it's flat across the stone, and then just pull it towards you and roll it on the spine, not on the sharp edge, on the spine, and just push it back. That's one round trip. The rolling that you do with the razor is similar to if you were holding a pencil in your hand all you do is roll it back and forth like this. It's very easy. Roll it again, pull towards you, roll it on the spine, push it back. Roll it, push it back. The more you do this, the faster you'll become at it, but speed isn't the key. It's alright to go slow and take your time. You'll want to perform 8 round trips. Then you can dry off your razor and then perform the stropping routine, which I'll put a link to the side that you can click on to show you how I perform the stropping routine, so that you can check out my video on the stropping. Then you'll be good to shave with your razor for another several weeks to several months, depending on how often you shave with it. That's how you do it on the 4,000, 8,000 grit stone, and we use the 8,000 grit side. Now I'll demonstrate on the Naniwa 12,000 grit stone. Apply some water to it. Make sure the surface is clean and smooth. Open the razor. Lay it flat. Pull towards you. Roll on the spine. And go back again. That's 1 round trip. Pull towards you. Roll. Back again. And you'll see the water puddling up and moving forward as you push the razor along. You'll also notice that there's some gray residue or debris forming on the surface of the stone. That's the material from the metal coming off and going onto the stone. If you're using this stone, you would perform 8 round trips, then wipe down your razor and go perform the stropping routine, and then you'll be good to go with your razor for several weeks or several months, depending on how often you shave with it. If you have a stone like this is an Arkansas stone. Again, apply water to the surface, ensure that it's smooth. And on this stone, you'll need to perform the X pattern because, as you can see, the blade is wider than the stone. So you'll start at the heel, at the bottom, and you'll work your way up. Start at the heel, go up. Roll it on the spine from the heel to the toe. From the heel to the toe, from the heel to the toe. Just like that. So on this stone you would perform your 8 round trips, clean off your blade, and then go to the strop and perform the stropping routine. Let's see if it will take off any hair. Yep, no problem. Takes the hair off without a doubt. You can see the hair on the blade as well. This is a blue stripe barber towel. You can also get these. These are really handy for drying off the razor, cleaning up your mess when you're done. And you can also use these when you're shaving. Hold them up to your face. That will help to heat up and hydrate your face prior to your shave. When these first come to you, they're pretty stiff, but after you wash them a couple of times, they soften up really nice. Now, before you put your razor to the stone, you want to make sure that these stones are perfectly flat. So what you'll do is get this flattening stone. This is a Norton flattening stone. You take this Norton flattening stone and you can wet it. You can see that there's some debris, metal debris on this stone. You can see how it's gray. You'll know the stone is completely flat once that gray is all removed and the surface is white again. Another way of doing it, take a pencil and score several marks along the stone in various locations, like so. And then you'll take that stone. It's easiest to do this underwater. So just let the water run and grab your flattening stone. And then just start rubbing them together back and forth like this. And you can do little short strokes like this, but it goes much faster if you use the entire length of the stone like so. And you can do this under the water. Just be careful not to bang your stones on the sink. And you can see how it's already being removed from the stone. Just keep doing this underwater. Doing it underwater prevents it from gumming up. Use the entire length of the stone. There you go. You can see now that it's perfectly white and flat. Now you're ready to hone your razor. So set this down. And that was the 4,000, 8,000 grit stone. Here's the Naniwa stone. You can see the gray on it. I'll draw a few pencil marks anyway. Again, underwater. Wet the stone. Wet both of the stones. And then just back and forth. Again, using the length of the stone. You can see how it's coming off in certain areas on the stone. Keep doing that. It only takes several strokes back and forth. You can see that one corner is not fully removed yet, so it's not completely smooth, and this corner as well. This is kind of a small sink. This is a bar sink, so in your kitchen sink you'd have much more, or your utility sink in the basement, you'd have much more room to do this. And you can see that the debris from the stone comes off on the flattening stone right here. Rinse that off. There you go. We'll rinse this off and rinse this off. And now you can see that the stone is perfectly white and flat and no more debris built up on it. So now that it's good and flat, you're ready to take your razor and perform your touch-up or your refresh. Alright, now you know what to do when stropping your straight razor before every shave no longer gets it sharp enough to shave with. Get that water stone, perform that refresh or that touch-up, and then go back to my stropping video, go to YouTube, go to Geofatboy's channel, perform the stropping according to the video, and then you'll be good to shave with your straight razor for another several weeks to several months, depending on how often you shave with your razor. So I want to thank you very much for watching. Please click the barber pole logo up on top and subscribe to my channel, my Geofatboy YouTube channel. Visit shavenation.com for all your shaving supplies. Have a great shave. Have a great day. We'll see you next time.